Hello friends, today again I am here to narrate a story. It is a story about two souls. There was a family which was living on ground floor and we used to live on first floor in Chandigarh. At that time, and that family had a couple, their two kids, and then there was an elderly mother and a widow sister. The widow sister was also looking old, elderly mother was very old, and we saw that the sister was doing all kind of household chores. She was washing clothes, she was cleaning the house, she was cooking, she was serving food. But the strange thing was that the mother and sister, they talked very less. And when my mother also tried to talk to them, there was only formal wishes which were passed, nothing else. So it was evident that they didn't wanted to get into touch with anyone and didn't wanted to communicate with anyone. So these souls were just like, they were just up to them only. They never shared their emotions with anyone. So it happened that after 1.5 months, we saw that the couple and their kids, they were going somewhere on a trip, and they were very happy. They were packing, and when they went away, these two ladies, as soon as they went away and their car moved from that place, these two ladies, they were in the courtyard and they hugged each other and they wept a lot. It was a very touching scene. And then we saw that they started preparing something. They were cutting the vegetables and they were cooking something, and the mother was also speaking very loudly to her daughter, means that sister who was a widow, and the sister was also looking very she was also talking to her mother, and suddenly it looked as if they had got freedom to talk. So my mother went downstairs and she asked them that where had their son and the daughter-in-law had gone. So they told that they had gone for a 3-day trip, and then my mother told them that they should not cook food because she would give them food for 3 days so that they can take rest. So they were very happy, and my mother tried to cook new dishes and give to them, and they were very happy. They were talking to each other. Sometimes the mother started singing also, and the widow sister also sang along with her. So these were the 3 days which I think they got in their life as enjoyment days, where they could share their emotions, where they could take rest, where they could eat what they wanted to eat, and it was a great experience for us also, because we were watching them all the time from the balcony, and they were always in courtyard. So 3 days passed like a sweet dream for them and for us also, because we understood everything. And this sister told my mother that actually they didn't like anyone to talk to them. They didn't like them to get into contact with neighbors, and the sister-in-law was very strict about the work also, and she didn't like their talking to each other also. Means she was just like a boss for them, and it was like essential for them to live there because there was no other place for them to live. So this was the condition they were living in. And what I think today is that why to keep your elderly person at your home in such condition? If you don't want to keep them, if you don't want them to communicate with anyone else, you are just keeping them as prisoners, then it is better that you shift them to old age home. At least there they can communicate their feelings, their emotions, they can share their thoughts also. Here the two elderly ladies were just like prisoners. And it happened that after 3 days, when again their son and daughter-in-law, they returned, again the condition was same. Again the elderly lady was sitting on a cot at a specific place. It was a public place. And then the sister, widow sister, she was just working. She was just obeying the orders of kids and her sister-in-law. And again they couldn't communicate with each other. It was a very pathetic scene. It is not a fiction.